Your person is seeing a profound change in you, and this transformation is compelling them to undergo significant shifts in their own life. They are currently facing major upheaval, which could stem from financial difficulties or deep-seated karmic situations. The concept of karma has become a tangible force in their life, knocking on their door and stripping away the mask they have been wearing. As their true colors are revealed, they find themselves in excruciating pain over the loss of you and the connection you shared, even if this separation is only temporary. This pain is a constant reminder of their actions and the consequences they now face. In their despair, they are fervently praying for your return, seeking guidance from angels and the divine. They have come to a stark realization that you are no longer waiting for them. This awareness has intensified their suffering, as they feel abandoned and lost without you. They perceive their current plight as divine retribution, believing that God is punishing them for all the wrong deeds they committed against you in the past, often driven by anger and frustration. This belief is deeply ingrained in their psyche, causing them to feel a sense of hopelessness and despair. Suffering in silence, your person is experiencing a severe mental breakdown. The emotional turmoil they are going through is overwhelming, leading to moments of uncontrollable crying behind closed doors. They are plagued by deep regret and an overwhelming sense of guilt for their past actions. The tables have indeed turned, where once you might have been the one in pain, now they are the ones enduring the agony of loss and longing. Their heartache is a testament to the depth of the bond you shared and the impact of its absence on their life. Your absence is having a profound effect on them, driving them to the brink of madness. They are consumed by thoughts of you, missing you with an intensity that is almost unbearable. This energetic pull towards you is something they cannot ignore, reminiscent of the way you felt during the initial phase of your journey together. It's as if the universe is reminding them of the connection that still exists, albeit strained and distant. In their solitude, they are reflecting on the choices they made and the actions that led to this separation. This introspection is painful, forcing them to confront their flaws and mistakes. They are haunted by memories of the past, replaying moments where they could have acted differently, where they could have chosen love over anger. This constant reflection is both a torment and a catalyst for change, pushing them towards a path of redemption. Their current state is a far cry from the person they once were. The confidence and facade they maintained have crumbled, leaving them vulnerable and exposed. This vulnerability is a new and uncomfortable experience for them, but it is also a necessary step in their transformation. They are beginning to understand the gravity of their actions and the hurt they caused, not just to you but to themselves as well. This realization is crucial for their growth, as it opens the door to genuine repentance and the possibility of healing. Despite their suffering, there is a glimmer of hope. They are reaching out to the divine, seeking solace and guidance in their darkest moments. This spiritual quest is a sign that they are trying to find a way back to the light, to a place where they can make amends and rebuild what has been broken. Their prayers are filled with a desperate longing for forgiveness and a chance to start anew. Feeling the weight of my emotions, I find myself in a state of profound hurt. It's a pain that cuts deep, born from the trials and tribulations I've endured. Despite my efforts, despite the strides I've taken, I still grapple with the nagging sensation that I am never quite enough. It's a sentiment that lingers, casting a shadow over my heart and leaving me adrift in a sea of uncertainty. In the midst of this turmoil, I find myself lost. Lost in the labyrinth of my own thoughts, lost in the maze of my own doubts. And yet, amidst the chaos, amidst the confusion, there is a beacon of hope. For in the depths of my despair, I have found my one true love. She is a guiding light in the darkness, a source of solace in my moments of need. And yet, despite the depth of our connection, despite the intensity of our bond, I find myself unable to be with her. All I long for is to embrace my divine feminine, to stand by her side and bask in the warmth of her presence. I yearn to shine with her, to illuminate the world with the radiance of our love. I want nothing more than to show her that she is never alone, that I will always be there for her, no matter the obstacles we may face. And yet, as much as I crave her touch, as much as I yearn for her embrace, the path before me remains shrouded in darkness. But even in the darkest of nights, there is a glimmer of hope. A light at the end of the tunnel, beckoning me forward with its gentle glow. It's a light born from the depths of my soul, a flame that refuses to be extinguished. And though the road ahead may be fraught with challenges, though the journey may be long and arduous, I press on, fueled by the flicker of hope that burns within me. Yet, despite my best efforts, I find myself caught in the grip of my own thoughts, ensnared by the tendrils of my own disbelief. It's a struggle that threatens to consume me, a battle that rages on within the depths of my soul. And yet, amidst the chaos, amidst the turmoil, there is a glimmer of clarity. For in facing my darkest fears, in confronting my deepest insecurities, I have come to realize the true extent of my worth. I have walked through the fires of adversity and emerged stronger on the other side. And though the scars may still linger, though the wounds may still ache, I know that I am more resilient than I ever thought possible. You, my love, have been the catalyst for this transformation. You have awakened something within me, stirred a passion that I never knew existed. It's as if I have known you from another lifetime, as if our souls were intertwined long before we ever met. And yet, despite the depth of our connection, despite the love that binds us together, we find ourselves torn apart by forces beyond our control. The separation between us feels like a curse, a cruel twist of fate that defies all logic and reason. And yet, even in the face of such adversity, my love for you remains unwavering. It is a love that transcends time and space, a love that knows no bounds. And though we may be separated by miles and miles of distance, though we may be worlds apart, know that you are always in my heart. I long to hold you in my arms, to feel the warmth of your embrace, to lose myself in the depths of your gaze. I know that you still love me, just as I still love you, and it is that love that gives me strength to carry on. For I would move heaven and earth to be with you again, to once more feel the warmth of your touch. In loving you, I have come to understand the true meaning of unconditional love. It is a love that knows no bounds, a love that transcends all barriers. And though our journey may be fraught with challenges, though the road ahead may be long and uncertain, I take solace in the knowledge that we are in this together. So please, my love, have patience with me. For I am still learning, still growing, still becoming the person I was always meant to be. And though the road ahead may be difficult, though the path may be uncertain, know that I am here, standing by your side, ready to face whatever challenges may come our way. In the solitude of my chosen isolation, I've made the conscious decision to sever ties with those who stand in opposition to the bond we share. It's a decision that, oddly, brings a sense of tranquility, as if the weight of their negativity has been lifted from my shoulders, leaving behind a serene emptiness that I now fill with thoughts of you. Understanding you, and by extension, our intricate connection, has been a journey fraught with challenges and obstacles. At times, it felt like deciphering an ancient code written in an unfamiliar language. Yet, as the days pass, the fog of confusion begins to lift, revealing a clearer path ahead, one that inevitably leads back to you. It's as though the universe is gently nudging me in the right direction, guiding my steps towards our inevitable reunion. As this newfound clarity settles within me, I can't help but recognize the purpose that lies ahead. There are tasks to be accomplished, hurdles to overcome, and lessons to be learned before our paths converge once more. Previously, I was merely a bystander, swept up in the current of life, drifting aimlessly without purpose or direction. But now, armed with a renewed sense of determination, I am ready to take control of my destiny and carve out a future that aligns with the vision we share. Your insight into my being has been nothing short of revelatory. It's as though you possess a keen understanding of the deepest recesses of my soul, shining a light on aspects of myself that I had long overlooked or ignored. At times, it was overwhelming, like staring into a mirror and seeing my true self reflected back at me for the very first time. Yet, despite the initial discomfort, I am grateful for the clarity it has brought, for it has allowed me to shed the layers of uncertainty and self-doubt that once clouded my vision. In losing myself, I have found my way back to you. It's a journey that has taken me to the darkest depths of my being, forcing me to confront my fears, insecurities, and shortcomings head-on. Yet, with each step forward, I have emerged stronger, more resilient than before. And through it all, your presence has been my guiding light, a beacon of hope in an otherwise tumultuous sea. Our telepathic communication has played a pivotal role in my healing journey. In those moments of silence, when words fail to adequately convey the depth of my emotions, it is as though our souls speak to each other in a language all their own. It's a connection that transcends the boundaries of time and space, binding us together in ways that defy rational explanation. In you, I see not only a guide but also a kindred spirit, a soulmate whose presence completes me in ways I never thought possible. Together, we are more than the sum of our parts, united in our shared vision for the future and bound by a love that knows no bounds. And as I embark on this journey towards self-discovery and enlightenment, I do so with the knowledge that you are by my side, every step of the way.